Now, the book of Revelation reveals that there are two churches, one false, one true. Both, get this, both go under the name Christ or Christian. Now, which church are you in? Let's take a look at the true church, Revelation 12 and verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. This is the true church. The true church is small in numbers. No, you don't walk down the street and go to one of these churches. You drive for hours to meet with like-minded people. The church is small in numbers. It has been persecuted down through history. It is obedient to God's law, fourth commandment included, and it is hated by Satan. Now let's take a look at the false church. Revelation 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. This church is a mystery. It has a mystery religion that absolutely does not line up with the Bible. It is a mystery of iniquity, lawlessness. It has a lawless theology. It carries the title Holy Mother. That ought to ring a bell. The truth is, she is the mother of harlots that came out of her, referring to the Protestant Reformation, that supposedly came out of her, but adopted many of her pagan customs and traditions. Okay, two churches. False church, true church. Which church do you belong to? Question, could you be deceived? Now, Jesus spoke of two churches. One false, one true. True. Both go under the name of Christ or Christian. Now, in Paul's letter in Galatians, he refers to that there were many people turning to a new counterfeit gospel. Now, this was 2,000 years ago. This was occurring, and they were turning to a counterfeit gospel. Let's take a look at it. Galatians 1 and verse 6. I marvel that you are so soon are being moved away from him who called you into the grace of Christ to another gospel, which is not another, but some are troubling you and desiring to pervert the gospel of Christ. Now notice this, another gospel desiring to pervert the gospel of Christ. Now a lot of people would say, oh, I know what the perversion of the gospel is. It's salvation by works. Well, okay, but I mean, really consider this. How many buyers would you have if people started preaching, you know, you can get right by salvation by works? I mean, how many people actually believe that? I mean, we've heard about grace for 2,000 years, and it seems like most people with a couple of brain cells in their head understand that there is no way you can get right with God by works. So how many buyers would you have if you taught salvation by works? My point is, it's the opposite of what you think it is. Most people would say this perversion of the gospel is salvation by works. I'm telling you, it is not. That's not it. The Bible actually reveals what it is. 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity, that's lawlessness, does already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Referring to a particular man of sin or whatever, but that's another story. Okay, it's a perversion of the gospel. It's another gospel. It's a mystery of lawlessness. It's not salvation by works. It's a no-law theology, this mystery of iniquity. The perversion of the gospel is a no-law theology, a religion of iniquity, lawlessness, a religion rejecting the law of God.